A tourist opens the hotel bill and stops smiling. The room was supposed to be basic but comfortable. The price online looked normal. The photos looked clean. The reviews looked safe. But at checkout, the number is suddenly much higher than expected. A tourism fee, a service charge, a resort fee, expensive water, paid parking, breakfast that was not included. And now the trip that looked affordable on the booking page feels like a trap. This is where Dubai's price problem becomes dangerous, because tourists are not just complaining quietly anymore. They are posting receipts, recording reactions, and warning other travelers before they book. Dubai still looks rich. The hotels still shine. The skyline still sells luxury. But behind that image, many visitors are asking one simple question. Why does a normal hotel suddenly feel like a premium experience only when the bill arrives? And if tourists start feeling cheated instead of impressed, what happens to a city that depends so much on making visitors feel like they are living a dream? Dubai sold tourists a very clear promise. Come here and enjoy luxury, comfort, safety, and world-class service. Even if you are not rich, Dubai made you feel like you could taste the rich life for a few days. That was the magic. A middle-class traveler could book a clean hotel, visit famous places, take beautiful photos, and feel part of something bigger. For years, this worked very well. Dubai became one of the world's most popular tourist cities. In 2025, official Dubai data said the city welcomed 9.88 million international visitors in just the first half of the year, and hotel occupancy reached 80.6% during that period. That shows Dubai is still powerful as a travel destination. But strong demand also gives hotels confidence to charge more. And slowly, the promise started changing. Tourists were still seeing beautiful images online, but the real cost of the trip became harder to understand. The price on the screen was not always the price people felt they paid in the end. That is where the trust problem began. Not because Dubai stopped being attractive, but because attraction without clear pricing can turn into resentment very fast. Public Debt Management Office. At first, people accepted it. Dubai is expensive, they said. Luxury costs money, they said. But then the complaints became sharper. Tourists were not only upset about high prices, they were upset because many charges felt hidden, sudden, or hard to justify. A basic hotel room could look affordable at booking, but after extra fees, taxes, food costs, transport, and small charges, the total felt much heavier. Travel guides warn visitors that upscale hotels in Dubai may add daily resort or service charges, and basic extras like beach club access, dining charges, and taxi surcharges can raise the real cost of a trip. That is important because tourists do not usually revolt against expensive places when the price is clear. They revolt when they feel the price was not honest from the start. A luxury hotel charging luxury rates is expected, but a basic hotel acting affordable online, then becoming expensive through add-ons, creates anger, and anger spreads faster than any hotel advertisement. Radical storage. The reality is more complicated than saying Dubai tourism is collapsing. In fact, Dubai's hotel sector has been strong. Official figures said average hotel occupancy in 2025 was 80.7%, up from 78.2% in 2024. That means hotels were still filling rooms. But this is exactly why the price issue matters. When occupancy is high, hotels can push rates higher because demand is strong. In December 2025, hotel performance reports showed Dubai occupancy reaching 84.3%, with the average daily rate above AED 1,000. For luxury hotels, that may make sense. But tourists staying in ordinary properties start asking why basic comfort is being priced like a premium product. The scandal is not simply that Dubai is expensive. The scandal is that many visitors feel the city's pricing system has moved from premium value to premium extraction. And once that feeling becomes common, even strong tourism numbers can hide a deeper trust problem. Wham! Hotelier. Middle East. The system works because of layers. The first layer is the advertised room price. That is what gets the click. The second layer is taxes and tourism fees. The third layer is hotel service charges. The fourth layer is food, parking, water, transport, and small extras. Each one may look normal by itself, but together they change the emotional meaning of the trip. A tourist does not remember each fee separately. They remember the feeling of being squeezed, and that feeling is dangerous. Because Dubai's brand depends on making people feel rewarded, not trapped. The city can charge high prices when people believe the experience is worth it. But if they feel basic hotels are using luxury-style pricing without luxury-level value, then the relationship changes. The guest stops feeling like a visitor. They start feeling like a target. Then came the pressure from outside. Regional conflict and travel uncertainty began hitting demand in 2026, and reports said Dubai approved fee deferrals for hotels and businesses under a $1 billion support package. Hotels were allowed to delay paying certain room, food, and beverage sales fees, and tourism dirham payments for 3 months. This matters because it shows the hotel sector was facing real cost pressure. When hotels face pressure, they often try to protect margins. Sometimes that means discounts to fill rooms. Sometimes it means charging more for extras. Sometimes it means cutting service while keeping prices high. And tourists feel that immediately. They do not care about the hotel's balance sheet. They care about the bill in their hand. So the deeper problem is this: hotels may be under pressure, but if they pass too much of that pressure onto tourists, the tourists become the backlash. Gulf News. The breakdown does not happen with empty hotels overnight. It happens through trust. A family books a reasonable hotel and then realizes meals, transport, and extras cost far more than expected. A couple books a weekend stay and discovers the final bill feels nothing like the original price. A solo traveler gets tired of paying premium prices for normal services. Then they post. They warn others. They compare Dubai with Thailand, Turkey, Malaysia, or Europe. And suddenly, Dubai is not being judged only against other luxury cities. It is being judged against value. That is a dangerous comparison, because Dubai's strongest image is luxury, not affordability. If tourists believe they are paying luxury prices for basic hotels, the city loses emotional value. People may still visit once, but will they return? Will they recommend it? Will they defend it online? The human impact is simple. Tourists feel embarrassed when they realize they spent more than planned. Families feel stressed because small charges become big totals. Workers at hotels face angry guests, even when they did not create the pricing policy. Small businesses suffer when tourists cut spending after hotel bills eat their budget. Taxi drivers, restaurants, shops, and local attractions all feel the impact when visitors become defensive with money. This is why price gouging claims can hurt more than one hotel. They affect the whole tourism ecosystem. A tourist who feels overcharged at the hotel may spend less everywhere else. They may skip paid attractions. They may avoid restaurants. They may shorten future trips. One bad bill can change the entire mood of a vacation. There are also hidden layers behind the anger. One layer is social media. In the past, a tourist complaint stayed between the guest and the hotel manager. Now it becomes a video, a thread, a review, a warning. Another layer is comparison. Tourists can instantly compare Dubai prices with other cities. If a basic hotel in Dubai costs the same as a better experience elsewhere, people notice. Another layer is expectation. Dubai's online image is perfect, so visitors expect smooth service, clear pricing, and premium treatment. When they get hidden costs and average service, disappointment becomes sharper. And finally, there is the cost of living effect. Dubai itself has become more expensive, and tourists can feel that in food, taxis, activities, and hotels. When every part of the trip feels costly, the hotel bill becomes the symbol of the whole problem. This is not only Dubai's issue. Around the world, tourists are pushing back against hidden fees and unclear pricing. In the United States, the Federal Trade Commission moved to ban hidden junk fees from hotel and ticket prices, requiring clearer total pricing before checkout. That global trend matters because travelers are becoming less patient with surprise charges. They want the full price early. They want honesty. They want to know what they are paying before they arrive. Dubai is competing in this new world too. A city can have the best skyline, the biggest malls, and the most famous hotels. But if tourists feel tricked, the image weakens. Modern tourism is no longer controlled by brochures. It is controlled by receipts, reviews, and real reactions. The Verge. The uncomfortable truth is that Dubai may not be losing tourists yet, but it may be losing patience. That is different, and maybe more dangerous. A city can survive high prices when people feel respected. It can survive luxury rates when the experience feels special. But it cannot build long-term loyalty if visitors feel the price keeps changing after they arrive. Dubai's tourism machine is still strong. The numbers still look impressive, but strength can hide irritation for a while. Then suddenly, irritation becomes a pattern becomes a reputation, and reputation becomes the thing people check before booking. If Dubai becomes known as the city where even basic hotels charge like premium resorts, the damage will not happen in one day. It will happen booking by booking, review by review, video by video. So here is the question. Is Dubai charging what the experience is worth? Or has the city started testing how much tourists will tolerate before they push back? Because there is a difference between luxury and exploitation. There is a difference between premium service and premium pricing for ordinary comfort. Tell me what you think. Have tourists become too sensitive about prices, or are Dubai hotels finally being exposed for pushing too far? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more simple, deep investigations into the hidden systems behind famous places, stay with me. Because the next tourism scandal may not begin with a disaster. It may begin with a receipt.